One man is dead this evening following an early morning shooting. It was around 1:30 this morning when police received reports of gunshots in the area of Carib and Carl Roads. The victim, believed to be in his 20s, was in a local nightclub on Carib Road when he bumped into a woman on the dance floor, which led to an argument. Other patrons from the club pursued the victim along Carl Road in a silver vehicle. A man exited, shooting the young man several times. Police are appealing for anyone, especially those who were in the club at that time, to contact police with any information they may have surrounding this latest incident. This brings the murder count to 120 for the year.
Officers responded to the scene where they met an adult male who appears to be in his mid to late 20s, lying in the street suffering from multiple gunshots about his body. EMS responded to this scene as well and pronounced this male lifeless.
And as the country's murder count continues to climb, stakeholders in the tourism sector are becoming increasingly concerned as to how this will affect the Bahamas' #1 industry. General Manager for Sandals Royal Bahamian Resort, Patrick Drake, telling ZNS News that it's all about the image that you present to the traveling public, and crime, unfortunately, is still an issue for them.
Our returning guests are now saying, well, they've read something online or they've picked up on a story here. That's hurting. Because in today's world, people want to be safe. Nobody wants to spend money. And we want them to go out. You know, contrary to what people think that the all-inclusive, we're trying to keep everybody in. We do want people to venture outside, walk down the road and stop at the local cafes, go to the crafts market, do some duty-free shopping. But they'll only do that, and that's why all-inclusives have always worked. So people feel comfortable inside. We want them to don't feel comfortable getting outside.
Today, family and friends remember the 4 Bahamians killed during a massive shooting 1 year ago on Freedom Park in the heart of the Fox Hill community. The tragedy happened while a small group of original Congo members were sitting along the wall of the park waiting for the Boxing Day Junkanoo results. Today, family members are still trying to come to grips with the tragedy and say they are thankful that a non-profitable organization like the Kiwanis Club saw it fitting to have a special event to bring some comfort, especially during the holidays.
The family is coping, her mother is coping, she has the 3 children. They're doing well. I still feeling it because I love my brother and my friend.
They say time heals all wounds, but for the relatives of 2 of the 4 people killed in a massive shooting a year ago, that is far from the truth. It may be a year later, but the tragedy still remains fresh in their hearts and minds as they still mourn the loss. Fox Hill residents, the Scouts of the Bahamas, and the Kiwanis Club took to the streets to pay tribute to fallen victims Shanique Sands, Claudzino Davis, Shaquille Demerit, and several others injured during that tragic ordeal. The children of the fallen victims were among many others treated to scrumptious food, bouncing castle games, gifts, and face paintings during a Christmas giving event courtesy of the Kiwanis Club of Fox Hill and Nassau. Tony Davis and Samuel Ferguson were among several others at the Fox Hill Park when armed gunmen opened fire and shot 11 people, killing 4 on impact. While they say reliving the memories of the shooting still gives them goosebumps, they are thankful to be alive.
Thank God for life. All 2 are saying gone. I mean, the 4 will be ain't gone, but the Lord will take 1 and he leave the other 3,
Did your brother leave behind any kids?
Yes, he left 2 kids. They out here right now with the Scouts, because we just finished marching, and to tell you the truth, when every time I look at them, they miss it.
We were just sitting down, just having a cocktail, and waiting for results. But I lost my niece. I lost a niece, and she lost a brother-in-law. But to bring this day back, it's Haiti.
Right here at the ZNS Network, we were looking to bring joy to some families during the holiday season. After teaming up with International Appliance Kingdom for a 3-week promotion, 2 families walked away with some major gifts in time for Christmas: a brand new refrigerator and stove. Winners Jacqueline Jones and Florence said they couldn't be happier with their goodies because it was much needed. ZNS Deputy General Manager for the Northern Service, Stanley Pinder, was on hand for the giveaways.
This is my first and only gift, and like I said before, it's much needed. So I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful.
It's truly a blessing because I need a stove, and it's a beautiful 30-inch stove.
We've always been involved in community projects, and so we feel that we are a fixture.
The Animal Advocacy Club at the College of the Bahamas recently held a fair to raise awareness for animals and to help drive cat adoptions. The club had vets come in to talk about animal awareness, along with having a live spay and neuter demonstration on Independence Park. The club teamed up with the Beta Beta Lambda chapter of Phi Beta Sigma at the college to give out 500 animal awareness buttons and host a cat adoption drive. The fraternity has taken on a supportive role in terms of looking out for the environment. This Animal Awareness Day at the local college was one of the largest for at least 3 years. The club also had various animals on display for students to experience. The club president, Michael Cade, says it's important to get students exposed to the importance of having a caring attitude towards animals because animal cruelty can lead to many other things.
If they aren't taught it at home, we figured that we need to educate them. We need to have seminars, have these educated people come out and speak to them and let them know this is the way you treat animals, and animals are not supposed to be mistreated, because in cases where you have animals are mistreated, people who mistreat animals eventually mistreat people. It's the same story with Jeffrey Dahmer, where he began as a child. He began killing animals, and then he moved on to people, and he became a serial killer.
We, the members of the Beta Beta Lambda chapter of Phi Beta Sigma here in COB campus, have decided to take a more environmental and humane approach to social action work. Just the other day, we decided to work alongside with our grad chapter Delta Epsilon Sigma at Wilson Pond to uproot some of the cattails in an attempt for migratory birds to come back. We believe that the Bahamas is a beautiful place, and a part of our social action, a part of our mission should be to keep the Bahamas as it is.
The Bahama Bowl now in the history books, but what's the next step for sports tourism? Find out more coming up in ZNS Total Sports. You're watching The Bahamas Tonight.